What's up guys, in this video I am going to show you how we will install Apache Kafka on AWS. So let's get started. Now let's launch and configure our EC2 instance. LinkedIn, and this is my post on this Kafka installation, server installation, and all the steps which I'm gonna use in my practical is mentioned right here. So now let's go to our first step, launching and configuring EC2 instance 1. So here what I have done is what we have to do is initialize our first one EC2 instance of Ubuntu. So let's go into our EC2. So this is my AWS console and I'll get into EC2 right here. So I'll get into EC2. So this is my EC2 and I will hit this instances tab. Fine. So instances, I will hit from right hand corner. There is launch instances. So I will hit it. I will search for Ubuntu, this one, and hit enter. So after this is the 2004 version which I have to use. So I will select it. Okay. Now this has been selected. Now since as per the post I want T2 medium because this is the one, so which is good enough because it has i3 and memory is, that is means RAM is 4 GB. So i3 and 4 GB is quite enough for our one server. You can also use a T2 large one because it's like a lot memory, right? So this one T2 large, which has is i3 and 8 GBs of RAM. So let's configure. So let them default VPC and all because we don't need to configure it. Now this is the storage. 8 GB is enough for this task, one task only, but in your production or development environment in this enterprise version, you need some more GB, approximately take up to 16 to 18 GB, because since you are clustering and preparing a cluster there, so you need some more space for topics and the configuration files and the logs which are going to generated by those topics. So that's why while messaging you need them. So okay, so I will use add tab tags, and this name here I will use this Kafka server. Okay, and now configure the security group. So security group, let's leave for now, and in the future we will surely configure it, but for now I will leave for this step. So review and launch, and let's launch our instance. So here I will use this nippy one. So okay, so what I will do is I will generate one key pair because it may create some problem. So let's generate a Kafka server key pair. Fine. So I will download it. Okay, so in the downloads, let's save it. Fine. Kafka server PEM is getting saved, and I will launch it. So now it is launched, and this one is right here. Okay, so let's register an elastic IP for this instance for now. So this is starting, I think so. Let's go to dashboard. This one, it's quite running right now. This is our instance, this one, Kafka server. So since we have Kafka server, okay, so it's starting. Now it's running. Since it's initializing, when it is done, it will show us tick mark and 2 health checks. So let's see, let's just start it. So by then, uh, let's register for Elastic IP. So right from the left hand pane, scroll down, and inside the networking and security section, you can see this Elastic IP, right? So this is the Elastic IP, and in this Elastic IP, hit this allocate Elastic IP, and for Elastic IP, US East one, right? And just allocate one. So this will provide you one IP before this, that is this your IP address for, and this one is allocated. So what I will do is associate it with my instance and choose instance right here, Kafka server. The IP address is this one, and allocate this IP addresses to be reassociated and associate. So this one is associated 107.22.64.145. Now this one is getting shown in our instance as the public IP. Let's refresh it. Yeah. So this one is being shown as a public IP in our instance. See this? Fine. So what I have to do is get inside my post, and since all the steps are configured, the last step is the SSH. So for SSH, let's use first the browser based tool. Let's try to connect browser with browser first. So yeah, so browser one is working fine, so let's use this only. So this one, but for your sake, I will do in bitwise also. Bitwise SSH client. This is my bitwise. So for bitwise, if you are using bitwise, that is SSH client, the alternative to this is MobaX stream and putty. So putty is more popular, but this one is also good one because I am using it. So, and now import that key which we have downloaded. So search for all files, and now this is that file in the download. So open it, and now import it. Import. Okay, so we have imported, so I will close it. Select global 2. Ubuntu is fine. We have to change just our IP address. So make sure you have the same settings which I am using right here. Now hit the login. So now accept and save. So this one is quite running and authentication is completed. Now open the new terminal. Okay, so this is how you will SSH using our Bitwise or SSH client. Now let's install Java in EC2 instance. Now the second step we will move. So this is installing Java in EC2 instance. So now we have to configure Java. So these are the commands which I have mentioned. So in my LinkedIn post, mentioned in the description section of this video. So copy this first command in the snippet, that is sudo apt get update. So it will update our Ubuntu. Okay, so it has starting updating it. Okay, now let's minimize it and hit the second command to install our JDK and JDK 8. Okay, so it's extracting. By the time it is extracting, let's copy this version command to check the version of Java. It's unpacking. Open JDK. Yeah, Java version. Oops, there is a issue. This one. So there is an issue in my command. So Java hyphen version is the right command. So I will edit it and configure it properly. So Java hyphen version is the right command. Fine. So sorry for it. So this is how now let's download Apache Kafka. We have configured our Java version. Now in the third step, let's get into my article. So here we have to download it. So in the first snippet, there is wget command. So it will like a download. So it will take this from this URL. From this URL, what it will do is take this and copy it and paste it right there. So it is extracting here. Okay. So I will use the star command and paste it here. So what it will do is, so this is the whole thing. And since this tar we have extracted it using this command, so what I will do is change this name of this whole file to Kafka, a short name. So I will use this symbolic link. So this one, I'll paste it right there. And this one is changed to this symbolic link I have done. So this one. Now let's configure Apache Kafka. Now let's make a directory inside our root. So use this first command to make the directory. So open a new terminal. This one is sudo. So minus. So this is quite here. So we are in our root. So I will fire this command. Now our this zookeeper is created, directory is created. So now get inside our Kafka config, which is inside our Kafka. So I will fire this command to get inside Kafka. Oh, now we are inside our Kafka. So what there are many properties file. So there is zookeeper.properties. So I have to vi into it. Vi is the editor like Notepad in Linux. So this one, will press and just see the content, right? It's quite same. So what the changes since we have created the folder inside root. So I will use this root, right? And skip colon wg, right? Now what I have to do is delete this file, that is server.properties. So let's see this server.properties I have to delete. So I use rm-rf command to delete it. Now our server.properties has been deleted. So to create the new file, use vi edit or copy this command and then paste it right there. So this will create file server.properties for us. Now get into insert mode. So this is one. Now what we have to do is just copy all the content from this file. This one is the content, be it right here. Okay, so we have pasted all the contents which are there, right? Let's go above. Okay, so the only change we have to make it is this one. So according to this, we have to replace it with our elastic IP address, this your DNS, public DNS. So get into your AWS. Now, since this one is our elastic IP, so I will copy it from here and now get back to my this one, and I will replace this to my DNS. Okay, since so all the things are done, now what I will do is escape colon WQ to write and quit my file. Now this step is also done. So we have completed our configuring Apache Kafka. Now let's start Apache Kafka. Now we have to start our Kafka server. So let's get into our terminal. Make sure you are on root. So to check pwd I will use. So I'm in the root directory. Now let's get back to our LinkedIn post. So copy the first command for starting the zookeeper. So what I'm doing is hitting this inside bin zookeeper server sh. This is the file inside, and telling the daemon that I have to pass this file also, which I have created zookeeper.properties. I will use this now. This is hit. Now let's check echo that are you okay. So this is the command to check whether our instance is okay, zookeeper is okay or not. Okay, so RU is not a whitelist. Okay, so it is not a working, right? Now let's see how this logs work. Snapshotting for so it's enabled, 4 letter is zookeeper. Zookeeper 4 letter command is sarvi. Okay, so this is working. Now let's start the brokers. So this one is copied and paste it here. So the dot properties we have passed, and now let's see it. Okay, this command doesn't work, so this log one. Error, zookeeper is not okay. So down, let's first open our ports security group. I will open our ports 2181 with this one and one, so 9092. Okay, now save rule. Run and run, and let's see, start our bootstrap server. Let's see the logs for our bootstrap server. Got a new controller. Start commit and started. Our server has been started. So okay, now to test it. So the main problem was, since we haven't configured our security group, so that was the problem. So 22 port, 2181 port and 9092 port should be open after this, so I will mention it. Now let's test Apache Kafka. Now for testing, let's copy the first command. So for this command there is Kafka, so we have to copy this and let's prepare it first in my notepad. Copy it here. So instead of your this address, what I have to do is from my EC2 console, I will get into dashboard, then running instances, scroll down. Okay, this is Kafka server, and inside the details there is our IP address, public IP address. So what I will do is copy it, and now from here I will paste right there. Okay, first command is ready. Now copy it, and inside your terminal let's clear the window, control R, and now paste it. Okay, so it has created our topic with the name demo topic, right? So since we have specified the topic hyphen topic, demo topic, now let's see how we will use our producer. And now what we have to do is start two things, like two windows, one for producer and one for consumer, right? So let's close it right from here. Okay, and what I will do is I will open two terminals. So I will go to bitwise and click on new terminal. One terminal is right here and another is right here. Okay, so there are two terminals. Let me minimize it. Okay, so there are two terminals. So one terminal I will consider as producer, and in the another terminal I will consider as consume. So producer and consumer are already, so the command I will prepare for one for this producer and another for consumer. So this one I will cut down, paste it right here, and replace this IP address with my public one which I have copied previously. Paste it right here, and in the consumer also prepare the command. Okay, so this one is right here. I will replace this one with this, copy it right here and paste it. So these are the commands. So I will show you how this produces and all the things about it. And now in the one window, let's configure the producer. So let's see this window. Let's configure producer. Okay, we have to get into root. My bad. So now this is our producer, and in the another we have to configure consumer. So this is our, before that let's get into root, otherwise it will give us error. Now this is our consumer config. So hi, this message is my first demo message. So now in the real time I am producing from one win terminal, and those terminal are, and the messages which I am typing are being consumed in real time by Kafka consumer, produced by producer and consumed by consumer. So this is the thing. So thanks for watching. Okay, so this one is also done now. So let's minimize it, and now let's see this one. Okay, so since we have installed and configured it successfully, and which we have seen using this one, so let me show you some of the details inside the Kafka. Let's get inside the Kafka. So this one is about this, and inside this cd bin, inside the bin there are many shell scripts which are mentioned. So what I am doing is I am using this one for the topic configuration. I have used right here topics, right? This one for topping, for listing also it is used, and for consumer I am using this one which is mentioned right here. Console consumer is right here and producer is right here, right? These two commands. So this one is producer, this one is console consumer. So this way we have configured it. In one video I will show you how we will use and configure Kafka as a service in our Linux, that is Ubuntu instance. So stay tuned for now, and for more content you can visit our website and our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss the update from us. Further, like, share and subscribe. For more support, visit our website rdtech.in. This is our website. Type simply rdtech.in. Thanks.